That fire started in November, didn't it? Out there. And where was it? By Mount Elizabeth, was it?
Yeah, crept around for weeks.
Yeah, took from November about the 19th to get to us.
Wow.
So it was out there for 6 weeks, and just slowly over those 6 weeks got closer. To have a run, the weather would give it a run, and got closer and closer, and I just knew.
And luckily we had sprinklers over the house, which we turned on, and they ran for, 16, 17 hours, drained the tanks, but saved the house.
Wow.
But we did clear little bits and pieces where we thought the fire would run up, because we knew we were going to get it. Well, the biggest part was trying to work out when to put the sprinklers on. We didn't want to put them on too early, so the water runs out of the tank, and then the fire comes. So the CFA said I had about 10, 15 minutes to get the sprinklers on and get out of there, because they said, you probably won't save the house. I run the solar pumps for it must have been 16 hours.
So run your water tanks off solar.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, and probably concrete verandas. That's all the information I've got. Is that leaf litter over the years builds up under your verandas, and a friend of ours couldn't put it out. And that's why his house went up.
Yeah. I think that, like that burn they did down the road we were telling you about, that cool burn, it definitely...
Yeah, things would have survived if they got in there. It just didn't burn.
And that's, if they could do burns more, it'd save, the bushes, just the heat, all the trees, the poor animals that died. If they'd done a cool burn, it would have,
But they haven't burnt this properly for years and years. That's what same as King Lake. King Lake has never burnt.
Yeah.
There was just so much fuel to go up and destroy the joint.
There's definitely trauma after the fire. We can feel it ourselves. There's definitely the lead up to it. You were just so anxious and nervous and waiting, and then once the fire went through, it was sort of like relief. It's come, but then it's the trauma that comes with it. And there was a lot, wasn't there? When you look through the gully, it came up really hot. A lot of dead trees in that back gully. It was really, really hot.
We used to be able to drive through tracks just down there. Now you wouldn't even know where the track is.
When the fire was there was nothing on the ground. Everything was gone. So these ones have all come back in the last 2 years. The bigger ironbarks, they've come back. They'd lost all their leaves. They've come back. Some of them kept the leaves on the very top, didn't they?
Yeah, the 2 ironbarks out there, the seed trees for the area. God knows how old they'd be. They'd be ancient.
They're big trees. The fire's gone up the trunks. And they lost a few on the bottom, didn't they? But they kept the top canopy. Mentioned after the fire, because we run a combustion stove all year round.
We had no wood.
We had no wood.
Everything was burnt.
Oh, yeah. So we're lucky we managed to get some wood delivered. Some dry firewood, and that was one of the funniest things. People were still running combustion stoves and things. They had no wood. There was no sticks on the ground to gather. There's nothing. Whipbird.
Gosh, she's beautiful.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's a beautiful shade tree.
Yeah.
That lost everything. There wasn't a leaf on that, was there?
No,
we thought that had dead. It was dead.
Yeah, it started.
It'd come back. Yeah. That was the other thing too. That there was a theory by the CFA that the tree took a lot of the heat and actually saved these sheds.
This area.
Wow.
Was that the tree took the heat.
Yeah. And this water tank was here?
Yep, that survived.
Wow.
The fire came right up to it. We were really good at the time. We cleared everything away, didn't we?
Yeah.
Raked everything away. We took everything away from the cabin.
Yes.
All the stuff, moved it right away. His car
So
burnt
beautiful.
where that trailer is. That's his
Had
car.
a full drive.
That's the original one. We lived in there for 5 years. Even in the middle of winter, you could just get some, even with clearing down there, you could get sticks and put a match on them and light it. That's how dry it was.
Wow.
And that was middle of winter. So we knew it was, we just knew.
Oh, we knew one year we were going to cop it. You can't live in the bush and not have that risk.
Just something you live with.
Yeah.
It's been,
I was laying on the ground at 5:30 with Justin, our neighbour, and we thought the house had burnt down. And he said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Oh, I've got really good insurance. I think we're just going to go fishing for the rest of our lives." He goes, "You lucky bastard."
because there's maybe a bit of a thought they wouldn't let us build here again. You know, there's that philosophy, all these people living in the bush, they're living in dangerous places. With the right preparation, you can save most places, and having the guts to be there. No. Birds are going to town in there.